If you were to ask me what my favorite game of all time was, I would probably say Minecraft because that's an easy answer. But if you ask me on a deeper level, well, I would probably say Fallout New Vegas. But if you ask me on a deeper level, reaching right up into my asshole, I'd probably scream and say something like, I don't know, I fucking love RimWorld! Okay, this video isn't gonna be some deep analysis or in-depth review of RimWorld. I really just want to give a quick, shallow overview of why I think this game is fantastic and why you should play it, okay? Alright. I've always had a soft spot in my brain for colony games. Ever since I was a kid, they've always tickled me. The first one I played was this little game called My Colony, where you build a little base on Mars using these rovers. It was a very simple game, not a whole lot of depth, but it was fun. Playing RimWorld is like going into a back alley, finding Mr. Beast, a dopamine dealer, buying 30 vials of the stuff, and injecting it straight into my fucking veins. Every little thing is designed to make me feel good. Starting a colony and planning out your first couple buildings and clicking play and seeing your colonists getting to work. Oh my god. Okay, maybe I'm getting ahead of myself. Let me quickly explain what the objective of RimWorld is and what you actually do. Basically, in RimWorld, you take control of one or more colonists, a little person who has landed on a RimWorld, a fucked up planet with nothing good going for it. The goal is to help these colonists survive and eventually leave the planet on a spaceship, if you want. You build a town, defend the town from threats and plague, and recruit new people to join your colony. Or cult, if you want to do that. Pretty basic concept, but there's one major thing that spices it up. The difficulty system is completely different from a usual game. You have several storytellers to choose from. These guys will determine every aspect of your playthrough. They can send raids, disease, a horde of guinea pigs with rabies, cause your colonists to go insane. Pretty much anything that can inconvenience you or convenience you is determined by your storyteller. They have different levels of derangement. You can make them passive, occasional interveners, or assholes who send you on a quest to save somebody, which ends up getting you killed in the process. And this makes the game so fucking fun. Every playthrough is different. Two colonies will never look the same because they have different goals or different histories behind them. My first ever playthrough, I built a hotel for my 10 or so colonists, which burned down after our generator was struck by lightning, killing most of them. And then a panther showed up and finished the rest off. Just before the last one died, a mysterious man in black showed up to help save the day. This is the game's way of giving you a second chance at the colony, but all but one guy was already dead, so this was kind of pointless. I played through after that. I created an incredibly successful militaristic nation covered by machine gun turrets and a militia with space armor and laser guns. These guys did manage to build a spaceship and leave the planet. There are so many different scenarios and things you can do that this game has such an incredible well of content for players. It's such good value. But what really makes this game for me are the little things, the things you don't really think about, but make the experience so much more fucking satisfying. The sound design. Oh my god. This is something I haven't really seen people talk about before, but the sounds in RimWorld are just so perfect. The noises your colonists make when they're building something are just so nice to listen to. They really make you feel like you're accomplishing something. Just listen to the sounds of these wood walls being built. Wasting my time playing games has never sounded so fucking good. And another one of the little things I like are the micromanagement elements of RimWorld. Usually I'm not one to get into the nitty gritty of that kind of stuff. Looking through hundreds of menus just gives me a headache. It's why I've never really been a big fan of something like Hot Survival. Just looking at gameplay of that makes me want to kill myself. But something about the way you can micromanage the schedules of your colonists in RimWorld is different to me. You can restrict colonists to certain areas, assign them time blocks for work, recreation, and sleep, all in the name of sweet, sweet efficiency. I think the reason I find these tolerable is because they aren't super deep. Like, it's all simple to do, but you don't need to do it. It's optional, this optional depth, which makes the overall experience that much richer to me. You can also read some real nice flavor text for every action your colonist does, stuff like Dick talked to ass about shitting and they had an argument. Stuff like this is so fun, and it makes the game seem that much more real, and your colonists like alive and really real people you can just fuck with. I haven't talked about much, but everything I have talked about has been the base game only. So I want to take a brief moment to talk about the incredible DLC. Yeah, I'm shilling the fuck out for this video. I'm fucking promoting this game like I've never promoted before. It is now time for an ad break. Farming is the backbone of the great United States of America, providing grocery stores and factories with the grain and crop they need to sustain a healthy business. But something that often goes unrecognized is the vitality and health of our born American farmers that do the hard hours and hard labor required to grow our grain. Which is why, to make sure my farmers are always working in tip-top shape, I'll make sure to provide them with Cracknesium, made by yours truly, combining crack cocaine with magnesium into one handy little pill. Take one morning and night and you'll be ready to work all day at peak performance. One bottle is only $99. Buy it from my website, youtube.com/@KenJuan1, and click the subscribe button to buy it. The DLC in this game is so good it makes me feel things. There are currently 4 DLC: Royalty, Ideology, Biotech, and Anomaly. Each of them introduces new gameplay systems and adds a bunch of new things. Now, I do have to confess, I only own Biotech and Ideology, because I'm broken poor. But they're fantastic, and I've only heard good things about the other 2. Well, actually, apparently Royalty is the weakest one, but I'm sure it's still good. Ideology lets you create an ideology, or a religion. You can choose from a bunch of different options to customize your colony's ideology before you start a playthrough, or develop it naturally throughout a playthrough. Each ideology has certain rituals you can perform, like a simple funeral or something more sinister. You can also assign different roles to different colonists, like the leader, or the priest, or the, I don't know, the butt fucker. I don't know, I'm writing a script right now, I don't have like the options on screen. You can also enable slave labor, which is interesting. It basically just adds a lot of new ways for your colony to interact with the world. It's great. Now, I'm not going to talk about what the other DLC adds because I don't want to spoil anybody, but I highly recommend if you have the money and have played the fuck out of the base game already, then please get the DLC. Or just get the DLC and the base game together. I don't know, that's probably like $300 billion, but it's probably worth it. I don't know. Alright, so you've glazed this game for 8 minutes straight at this point. What's your goal here? I don't know. I really just want to talk about it so other people buy it and support the developers. This game is so fucking good. If I can expose it to at least a couple people who don't know about it, then my job is complete. I don't fucking know. When I first bought this game, I had COVID, so I had nothing to do but sit in bed all day and then rot. And just fucking rot. And I played it for like 100 hours in a week. I was completely addicted. So if you like colony games, or if you've never played a colony game before, then this is the quintessential colony game. It's amazing. Okay, anyway, thanks for watching. This is Ken. Buy RimWorld. Please like and subscribe so I can afford the DLC. Okay. Bye-bye. See ya. Bye.